The eAssist Dental Solutions podcast. We are the nation's leader in outsourced dental billing. Our clients require highly skilled dental office managers that can consult with client offices.
Welcome to the eAssist Dental Solutions podcast. I am your host, Andre Quintana, and I am here in the Raleigh area of North Carolina. And I just want to welcome all our listeners because today we're going to have a great show. I have a special guest that I can't wait to tell you about in just a moment. But I want to remind everyone about eAssist and what eAssist loves to do. We love to solve problems in offices, and we show it because we have won an award for 3 years in a row, which is Inc. 500 of fastest growing companies in America. So now I won't delay any longer because I have my guests waiting to come on the line. And wow, all of our listeners, and welcome our eAssist Nation. Amanda, how are you today?
Hi, Andre. I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. So I just want to let you know that we had been planning this for a while, and finally we got you on the show. And I know that you're going to wow us tonight. But I just want to learn a little bit about you first. And I understand you do account executive, you're an ambassador for eAssist, and you are also a support coach. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do all of those things and love it. So obviously, eAssist has my heart, as you can tell. I love the company and doing all of these things. And so as an account executive, I do a lot of the dental billing and the coding, posting payments, sending claims, and all of that great dental administrative work for the clients. As an ambassador, it's one of my favorite things. That is actually where we bridge the gap between the clients and the eAssist team. All of our teams work remotely, a lot of them in other states from the clients. So I have the ability to go to clients around in my area and see them face to face and help them problem solve any areas that they may need problem solving, or answer any questions, bring them food and just, get to know them and build a relationship with them, which is really exciting. I really enjoy that interaction with the clients instead of just, all the time over the computer or the phone. And then as a support coach, I support teams when they first launch with eAssist. The teams that are set up with the client, well, I help them to make sure they are using the eAssist way and the eAssist best practices in their daily duties to really show the client the value and wow them and make sure that they want to continue service with us for a long time.
Wow. Well, right away, you had me. You wowed me because as I was thinking about what you do, it kind of strikes me that you must have been that model practice employee. Can you take me back to the practice where you did your best work and just tell me how it is that you did it? Because I just want our audience to really get to know you.
Oh, well, I've been in dentistry for a long time and worked in a lot of different types of practices. The practice that I feel like I did my best work was really a practice that focused on patient care from a clinical standpoint as well as a customer service standpoint. So me on the administrative team, I was able to focus on building the relationships with the patients and knowing things about them and, really caring about them. Everything I do with love. And when patients can feel that, it really changes their whole perspective on going to the dentist. And so that's what I really loved. I really loved seeing the patients that would come in and want to be there. That's not a common thing. People don't say they want to go to the dentist and they want to see everybody, all the staff and everybody there, and they look forward to it. So that made me so happy when people would want to come and see me. And, even for just that hour or, half an hour that they were in for their cleaning appointment, catching up and talking about new things and just being able to visit and make their experience very pleasant. And then everything falls in line in a dental office after that, I feel like. If you take care of the patients, then everything else just takes care of itself.
You know, I know I went off track a little bit and I put you on the spot and I asked you that question. I'm so glad I did that. So glad, because we were on the same page here, because I was thinking compassion. There's so much compassion. Like most dentists, they truly go into dentistry because there's something that happened in their lives where they felt, okay, this is where I can make an impact. Very few, it's all about the money. I mean, in dentistry, it's really about caring. And dental teams as well. I hear it so many times. My office this, my patients, I love my patients, I love my team. There's so much compassion. But then there's something that kind of gets in the way of all that great work. And that is the accounts receivables skyrocketing, office managers not having the time to be able to do the things that you kind of described about where you did your best work. Oftentimes, also practices have one person that is in charge of everything, and it's almost impossible.
There are so many dental administrative duties that can bog down the daily customer service level that, like you said, a lot of dentists would want to achieve in their office. Dentists obviously have the passion to help people. They want to surround themselves with other people that are like-minded and have that same philosophy. But you have daily dental administrative duties like sending claims and following up on insurance aging, patient statements, posting the payments and things like that, that can sometimes take priority because they do have to get done, but you never want that to take priority over caring about the patients and doing the right thing and really giving the patients as much of your focus as possible. It's a very hard line for offices to walk because they know what they need to do, which is take care of the patients. But then you have all this other stuff that you have to do.
And think about when patients leave the practice and when teams leave a practice. It's when things break down. It's very rare, the dentistry. It's often the other things that I call distractions to both the teams and also the patient, which is totally opposite of what they went to the dentist for. Now, that was beautifully done. Now we're really going to get to know you. So my first question for you is, how did you find eAssist?
Well, my husband and I had moved to another state for his job. And I have been in dentistry for many years, but I was looking for something in the dental field that would give me the freedom to work from home, also because I was in another state. And I'm sure a lot of people can understand that when you go work in a dental office, you really want to make sure that you align philosophically with the doctor and the team and things like that. That's really hard when you don't know the area. So I really was looking for something that I could do from home, but still utilize all of my experience. And I didn't know if such a thing existed. And then I found it. It was fate. There it was. So it was perfect.
Wow. And how did eAssist change your life?
Well, I actually started out working with eAssist part-time. Things kind of changed for me. And when I started actually working with eAssist, I had a daytime office job. And so I did that for about 10 months. And I could see very quickly throughout that 10 months, it progressed with the team I was working with and the clients I was working with, that it was something that I wanted to do and felt very strongly about and felt a lot of value in doing. And so when I finally decided that it was the only thing that I wanted to do, it has really been the best career decision I could have ever possibly made. Because since becoming full-time with eAssist and pouring all of my heart into it, my husband and I have been able to buy a house. I've been able to stay at home more with my beautiful 4-year-old. And I have an incredible sense of work-life balance and value. And that makes a huge difference. It's so important to love your job. So I truly love my job, and I love seeing how my experience and knowledge can make a difference. And so it's humbling and it's empowering, and it really has changed my life significantly.
Well, we talked earlier about how you were a model employee, it seems, in a dental office. Let me tell you, you're equally a very much a model employee at eAssist as well. But
thank you.
you're welcome, of course. So you have things that we mentioned earlier. It takes so much time to verify the insurance and, make sure the fees are correct and build relationship with patients. Do dental offices gain more time when they come on board with eAssist?
Oh, I would say absolutely. Having a team of dental professionals with eAssist to come on board and completely handle all of the aspects of dental administration that you and I were talking about that bog down your day, it really gives the in-office team so much more time to do what really matters, which is to create the relationships with the patients and provide the best patient care. When I actually think back on my time working in an office, and I think about if eAssist had been, an eAssist team had been on that office with me and taken over some of those administrative duties, how much time I would have had in my day to do what I loved in an office, which was to care for the patients and making sure that the patients came back to see the doctor for everything that they needed and looked forward to it. So it really blows my mind thinking of what, working in an office with an eAssist team, because that's ideal.
I love it. I love it. Well, I want to ask you this question, and I think you're going to hit a home run. Tell us about a story where you have made, I think you've been with the company, 3 years now?
A little over 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't have to mention the office, but tell us about a success story with one of your offices. What did that look like?
Well, I'm trying to think, because I actually am very proud to say that I have had a couple, but my favorite is an office that I came on board with, and they were a little skeptical, I could tell, of the services and the type of, of work that we would do. And me and my team working very efficiently and providing the consistency for them, being able to answer all of their questions, and very knowledgeably. We have a great relationship with that office now, and they really love us and have actually referred other offices to eAssist as clients because they love our services so much.
That is awesome. Well, I knew you would have one, so that's why I definitely wanted to put you on the spot there. But this is also a perfect time to say hello again to all of our listeners, to say hello to eAssist Nation out there. Can you say hello to everybody out there?
Hey, everybody.
I love this. There's so much love within eAssist. Something happened just recently where a doctor emailed me and mentioned how happy he was with eAssist, that this is one of the best decisions he has ever made. And I put it out there on our Slack channel, and I said, I just want to give kudos to this team. And, I'm getting all the responses back. I'm sure you were a part of that. It wasn't that wonderful.
Yes. I love hearing all of that.
That's great. Well, this is a perfect time to tell our listeners that if you're interested in coming on board and joining the eAssist family, you can call 844-327-7478. And you can simply just go to our website, go to dentalbilling.com or eAssist.com. And now we're just going to go and pause for a brief announcement with eAssist, and we'll be right back.
You know your practice is losing money. You just don't know why. Office managers are often overwhelmed with juggling insurances, patients, scheduling, and staff. eAssist Dental Solutions has the answer. By outsourcing your dental billing efforts with eAssist, your patients become your sole focus. With eAssist on your side, you will feel the burden of insurance collections lifted off your shoulders. Visit us at www.dentalbilling.com today to find out more information.
So, we are back to the eAssist Dental Solutions podcast, and I have a very special guest with me. If you're just joining us halfway through, if you're on your power walk or on your jog, Amanda is on the line with me. Can you say hello to everyone again?
Hey, everybody.
So, what happens when a dental office manager takes time off? In your long career in dentistry, does it seem like things fall apart? Does it seem like collections don't flow well, and all of the roles and all of the things that need to be done in a practice? What issues have you seen, and how does eAssist play a role in making that a success?
Well, a lot of times I've seen that office managers take on a lot of the duties, obviously, of dental administration. And so when they do take time off, there can be a stall in the duties that get completed on a day-to-day basis. Very important things like posting payments, sending claims, following up on insurance aging, things like that. So the great thing about how our eAssist services work is that it's so simple and efficient that multiple people in the office can know how to scan in payments or, just email us for questions. And so even if the office manager is out, other members of the front desk, or even the doctor, I have known of a doctor that does their own scans. So it's that simple that even, a busy doctor can take a few minutes out of the day and just, get that daily task taken care of. And then there is no lapse in office collections. There's always mail coming into the office. So no matter who's on vacation, the doctor, the office manager, anybody, the payments can continue to be posted. The patient AR and insurance AR can continue to be followed up on. And it takes a huge burden off of the doctor and the front desk staff to have that consistency and know that it's okay for them to take time off. They deserve it.
You don't have to go very far. So I help Dr. Quintana. She is a client of eAssist as well. My wife, I'm like the business manager. You can call me her consultant. I can do it all in that office. But oftentimes I felt really bad. Well, for one, I didn't want people to be, overtime, which is where a lot of my hours were going out of control if we didn't catch up and do everything before 5 o'clock, right? So who would have to stay late and troubleshoot claims and do some posting and do whatever had to be done so that we could come back to a brand new day sheet, ready to do great things in the office? That was me. And so as I was growing myself and some of my other duties that I have, I went out and got eAssist, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made. That was like 2 years ago, Amanda. And the other thing that I want to tell everybody about is that dentists don't have a formal business degree a lot of times. I was talking to a doctor a couple weeks ago. He wanted to do a better job of inspiring the staff. And a lot of these distractions in an office would actually get in the way of that as well. Have you encountered that in your days?
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely.
Have you ever had to stay late in an office?
Yes, I certainly have.
And, that makes the team really burnt out, the next day. And that's when things really start to fall apart. But for an office that's listening today and thinking of calling eAssist about getting started, what would you let them know about your team, how you lead your operation, how you lead these dental offices and do great things? What would you let them know so that they can kind of get a good feel for what they might be getting into?
Well, I would let them know that, like I said, I've worked in dentistry for long enough to know that the best offices provide the best patient care, both clinically and on a customer service level. So what I pride myself on with my teams is that we really handle as much as possible for the offices to be able to focus as much of their attention as possible to providing the very best patient care in their community. So we do all of the dental administrative things that would bog down your day or cause you stress or bad work-life balance, cause you to stay late, anything like that, and also help problem solve in areas that, you may need some help in ideas for improving. I've had several doctors that I've had some great conversations with, just talking about areas that can be improved, with front desk and practices in the office, and even patient care sometimes. I have so much compassion for the dental office team as well as their patients that I don't even know, that I want to help everybody to have all the time that they need to give great patient care and take care of their patients. And I feel like they can feel that from me and my team. They feel that we truly care about them and their success, and all of their patients being repeat patients that come back because they love that office. And so that really makes a difference in their day-to-day operations and how they communicate with us too, when they can feel that.
That's so true. I have about 8 things that I feel make a front desk dream team. Are you ready? Can I go down my list?
Yes.
I was really excited about reading this list to you. So, all right. So, number 1 is being friendly to patients and other team members. I'm big about being friendly to not only patients, but your other team members, so that patients can really see what, a bunch of people loving each other, right? That's one of my number 1 and favorite ones. Then you want to keep your front desk really calm, organized. Number 3, you want to answer phone calls promptly, right? Schedule appointments correctly. That's number 4. Verify insurance eligibility consistently. That's really important. You know about that as well.
Yeah.
Collect co-payments at the time of the visit. All right. We got 3 more. Be skilled, be organized at your job, have a strong work ethic, and be reliable. Those are like some of the top front desk. If you can get this done every single day, you're a dream team. Now, what happens when you don't have an eAssist that has your back? I would say about only 2, if maybe 3 of these things get done properly every single day. Because when the office is in chaos mode and when they're behind, when they feel stressed, you don't have time to be friendly and, be friendly to your staff, be friendly to patients. I mean, I have seen it. With, and I'm really proud of my team because they're amazing, but I have felt it when things like that could break down. How do you feel about this list?
Oh, I agree. It's a beautiful list.
Isn't it?
And what I love about eAssist is that, the teams that come on board with the offices, that is a great goal list for every dentist and office manager to have for their front desk. And it's attainable when you have an eAssist team. Like you said, you have all of these other administrative duties that can be handled by the eAssist team and really help the front desk to focus on those 8 things that are the most important things. I've had a doctor even, to tell me that he had some unexpected turnover in his office, and he said that the eAssist team allowed him to really focus on hiring someone that would be a great fit for his office and for his patient base, and not worry about necessarily how much experience they had, because he knew that his team had all the experience and would provide the consistency, so he could really get somebody that, matched everything on that list that you just had.
I'm telling you, I think you and I we're really on a roll here, Amanda. So it's coming to almost the end, but I could go another 10 minutes, but I know we gotta, I know that person driving on a short commute, that doctor going to his or her office, it's getting to the parking lot now, so we got to wrap this up. But I just wanted to ask you, because this show is really about you. This was about how eAssist has made a difference in your life. And so this last question, really, it's all about that. Because when you love your job, when you do great things, that has to be related to how does eAssist change your life? So how do you feel at the end of the day when you have wrapped it up and made a dental office super successful?
Oh, I feel so valued, and that my knowledge and experience is appreciated. And that is really important, to have a job where you feel so happy and so valued, and you can spread the love. All my office, they know that I love them, and because I express that to them through how I work and what I do, and the way that I work for them. And that is what makes me feel so happy and valued, knowing that they are being able to do all the things that they need to do because I'm doing my job, and they appreciate their eAssist team and are hopefully telling, their colleagues about eAssist and how it's changed their life and it's changed their practice.
This is great. Well, Amanda, I could not ask for a better interview. I mean, you're right up there. All the eAssisters that have come on, they've all been tremendous rock stars, and you get to join that club today of amazing eAssisters that are podcasting with me and then going out there and really walking the walk and making a big difference in our dental community. So with that, I'm going to share our contact information one more time. Our phone number is 844-327-7478. You can go to our website, dentalbilling.com or eassist.com. Amanda, I really want to thank you. I know I'll be talking to you and sharing some great stories, and can't wait till next summit so that we can really get together and do a podcast live. How does that sound?
That sounds great. We'll do part 2.
All right. Well, your chance again.
Yeah.
Part two for sure. Part 2 for sure.
Yeah.
Your chance one more time to say hello and goodbye to eAssist Nation. How about that?
Hello, eAssist Nation. Thank you for listening. I love everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, eAssisters out there. I love when you're listening to us, and have a great week, everybody.
We hope that you have enjoyed this episode of the eAssist Dental Solutions podcast. We love to put the spotlight on the individuals for their outstanding work for our clients.